I've been doing some research on Sherman's March. Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
Sherman's March is without a doubt my favorite documentary of all time. The 1985 film, directed by legendary documentary filmmaker Ross McElwee, is unlike any traditional historical documentary. In fact, it falls in the genre of autobiographical film, a powerful genre of filmmaking that begs the question, what if the filmmaker turned the camera on themselves? Sometimes literally.
God, how awful.
The film is unwaveringly personal, funny, romantic, fearless, and all through the eyes of a poor young filmmaker.
You think so?
I think
I've
that's
already
what
said
they're
to your
up to.
parents, oh, I'll marry him, and they said, no, he's a poor filmmaker.
Among other things, Sherman's March shows the power of the autobiographical genre, how looking into oneself is often more interesting and genuine than trying to look into another. Here's the story. Filmmaker Ross McElwee is commissioned to make a traditional documentary on William T. Sherman's march to the sea during the American Civil War, but before embarking on his journey is broken up with by his then-girlfriend. This sends McElwee down an emotional spiral of sorts, which is chronicled in the film to follow. He is consistently sidetracked by attempting to reconnect with his past romantic partners, as well as documenting his attempts at finding a new love. Ross McElwee often tries to find a way to connect his journey back to Sherman's own, in a way that always, purposefully, and humorously fails.
Until the war between the states came along, Sherman was a failure in all modes of public life. And another way in which there were many failures, all of my love relationships have been disasters, which could be said to be the equivalent of, trying to start a lumber business or a real estate business that failed terribly. I mean, that's also a failure.
There's no analogy between a real estate business and a love affair.
In the end, the film shows the fragile nature of McElwee, artists, and, contrarily, the unbending power of love. In their book, Understanding Film Theory, Ruth Doty and Christine Etherington Wright highlight a specific historical artistic movement in filmmaking called realism. Realism describes a specific historical movement that preoccupied artists who were reacting against the romantic movement of the late 18th and early 19th centuries. Their main concern was to attempt to show reality through art. In the context of film, it involves using deep focus.
I have no desire to meet or talk to any of the young women I've been introduced to.
Long takes.
Ashley Hall School for Girls. It dawns on me that I have somehow wandered into the very cradle of Southern womanhood. Hello. Do you mind if I take a few pictures in here?
Naturalistic lighting.
It's a wild pig. Wild pig probably being strangled by an alligator or a snake or something.
Handheld camera.
Shit.
And other non-conventional techniques.
Ow! Oh! God.
Discovered from the work of academic Bill Nichols, in documentary there exist 6 modes that identify the traits of a documentary: poetic, expository, observational, participatory, reflexive, and performative. McElwee is a master at the participatory mode, a mode that involves the direct participation from the filmmaker, as they instigate the story.
Karen? Hey. Hey, Karen. No, no. You only get one this time?
Hey! Did you have trouble finding us?
A little bit. That's
You
okay.
did?
Not much.
Where have you been wandering around?
Smile.
Additionally, this film has elements of the reflexive mode, a mode that makes the audience aware of the artifice of filmmaking.
I've come to the end of my journey with no car, no money, and only one roll of film. What's worse is that I don't seem to have a real life anymore. My real life has fallen into the crack between myself and my film.
Doty and Wright also discuss the social realist John Grierson, the documentary filmmaker who stated that documentary should be, quote, the creative interpretation of actuality. It is this quote that encapsulates the essence of documentary filmmaking. There is a notion about documentary that it should be completely objective, true, and without manipulation. This is a misguided notion. Realism in art can only be achieved in one way, through artifice. Andre Bazin. Ross McElwee contributes to the realist movement with a film that uses artifice to emulate the feelings of loneliness, frustration, paranoia, depression, and love. Creating an architecture of artifice so convincingly human that the film opens a portal to a constructed reality. Like John Wilson and Nathan Fielder to come, McElwee shows the world how he sees it. There is no illusion of objectivity, no presentation of pure facts, just artifice in the form of a really great documentary.
That's okay. It's small enough.